Good morning. It's Friday, June 13th. And for most of us, going out shopping is something that is necessary, and we do it with a smile on our face in most cases. And so when I read about this particular woman and what she experienced at her daily shopping routine, it led me to believe that while 99% of shopping trips turn out very well for most people, even though you might not get the merchandise you want at the price you want, in many cases you will meet somebody in the store who treats you extremely well. You go to several stores and you find the merchandise that you want at a reasonable price. That's a critical element. Reasonable pricing is critical. And so when I read a story about the Sonoma County woman who was suing Costco for $14 million over an alleged brain injury, I wanted to find out what happened. Because I have great respect for Costco. They're one of my favorite shopping stores. Even though when I go there, I'm forced to buy more than I really need. But I do that and I keep it around for as long as I can use it. So this was a routine shopping trip that turned into a nightmare for a California woman hailing from Sonoma County, who is now demanding $14.1 million from Costco because a heavy display cabinet collapsed onto her, causing a traumatic brain injury that has continued to plague her months later. And I can tell you, when you get hit in the head, it may last for a long time. So I don't see anything wrong with what this woman is doing. She deserves to get taken care of. But it's not going to be easy because Costco has to defend its honor, etc. And maybe in the course of this episode, she will be asking for this $14 million. If they offer $5 million, it might go away. So this explosive lawsuit against Costco alleges that Novotny suffered multiple severe and permanent injuries, including this traumatic brain injury, and she is seeking compensation for pain and suffering, and emotional stress, and additional damages for medical expenses and lost wages. Now, I believe she's entitled to all of that. The thing that I don't know for sure is whether this injury is really a permanent injury. You know, people recover from certain types of injury. I've been hit in the head plenty of times, once with a baseball, and I managed to survive and lead a normal life in spite of that. So this case represents one of the largest personal injury claims against a major retail store in recent years. And the outcome potentially could be influencing the safety standards across the warehouse retail sector. Now, if Costco is found to have sloppy holding procedures or sloppy storing procedures, or the cabinets are felt to be inferior in some way, shape, or form, then they deserve to be sued and they deserve to pay the penalty. But if this was a true accident where everything in the store is okay, but for some reason this set of shelves fell, then maybe she's entitled to a nice piece of change because she was injured. But all of that has to be sought out. That has to be searched. That store store has to be monitored. People have to go through that store and look at all the shelving and everything and see whether it met safety standards. That's critical in this case, I believe. So according to the suit, Sadie was browsing the aisles of a Costco at Santa Rosa Avenue with her husband when a large liquor cabinet display that was promoted as on sale suddenly toppled over, pinning her beneath it. Well, maybe that cabinet shouldn't have been there. Maybe it was put together poorly. Maybe it was a substitute cabinet that they used to fill the space because it was a holiday season and they were selling liquor. So according to the lawsuit, the cabinet was precariously balanced on a worn and inadequate wooden pallet with thin legs, and it collapsed without warning, causing multiple permanent and severe injuries, including a traumatic brain injury. So there, it looks like Costco's at fault because they put the display cabinet in an area that was very weak, that wasn't capable of holding it. And who is to determine that? The people who load the shelves should recognize that fact. And you can rest assured if Costco has to pay for this lawsuit, somebody's going to get fired because they didn't do their job when they stored this product on weak shelves, so to speak. So this lawsuit is also demanding accountability for retail safety. Now, I don't know what that really means, retail safety. Is there a group of people who work in the industry and go around to stores to check how you're representing your merchandise? Does that exist? I don't believe that exists. I believe that's on the store owner and the people that work in the store to make sure that everything is stored properly and safely. Because if their employees get hurt, they could get sued, and if their customers get hurt, they can get sued, and nobody wants to hear about it. Believe me, no retail store wants to hear about customers getting hurt in their store, especially if you are a chain store. And I'm sure that people get hurt in stores, but I'm sure that most of the time it's their own fault. They weren't paying what they were doing and they tripped over something or whatever it is. So I leave you with an interesting situation that demands accountability for retail safety. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.